Service providers to school governing bodies have shown signs of uncompetitive behavior, both initiated and blessed by school governing bodies or not. This has even went as far as prescribing prices of goods. At times, this has even included limiting the choice to parents of learners at that particular school. As you can see, this generally corrupt relationship has weakened the SGB, at least from a supply chain management prototype. I refer to this corrupt relationship as a capture of the school governing body by cartels or service providers. I want to talk today about two areas where this has been confirmed. One of the area is not a new area, school uniforms, and another one is the photocopier business. With time allowing, I might add the aspect of the third one, which is chemicals and stationery. With regard to the item of school uniforms, the Sunday Times of January 17, 2016, and at the same time, the Department of Education, through its circular 0630/15, made this note to parents. School uniforms should be as generic as possible, such that it is obtainable from any and many suppliers. Schools are discouraged from entering into exclusive agreements with uniform traders. Ask any parent in this 2022 day. They will tell you that uniforms are still exclusively available to so and so single dealer. A different form of the same sort surfaces in the acquiring of photocopiers. This is another area where the service provider is found scrounging the school governing body. Business has become very clever and taken advantage of the unsuspecting and lay school governing body. I know of a case in Diepsloot where a service provider charged about 100,000 for a riser machine payable over 2 installments. It sounded as a sweet deal. An agreement by a lay principal and his school governing body parents was entered into and finalized. But it turns out that the riser machine is one, retailing for about 25,000 rand. Two, it is a remanufactured old model. And three, the riser has no backup service plan. The case got murky, but nothing could be done to this exorbitant purchase since a contract was already entered into between the service provider and the school governing body. Actually, the school governing body was locked into this agreement with no real exit clause. Another area where school governing bodies were found bleeding is the buying of consumables, like pine gel. Pine gel is actually the new normal. In this area, we've seen very uncompetitive behavior manifest at the public school. The street price of pine gel changes the minute it's sold to any school. It does not double 4 times or 6, but at times it has become a 200% profit business of note for service providers. Another area is the area of stationery. Even stationery prices are found to be another school governing body milking avenue. Request for discounts on bulk buying is a new swear word. Common sense and economies of scale have disappeared in the school regime, especially principals who should be experienced in this field by now. We can go on and on about other examples where school governing bodies were captured by service providers and cartels. I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is also an indication of lack of advice and business know-how to the school governing body community. Is this also not a reflection of the school principal who is tasked with advising the school governing body, especially parental component.